Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Donald Lowell's Electrical Services. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Um, we are winding down the year. It is like December 20th. No, it's not. I don't know where. There's my phone. I think it's like December 16th. All right. And I just had someone ask me to make a video about the transition from high school into a trade school and the difficulties in it. And I don't think there was a lot of difficulties in transferring from high school into trade school. Now, I did a year in college, but you know, like you do want to have study time, and you want your study time to be when you're awake. Don't study when you're tired. It doesn't benefit you. Um, you do when you go into electrical school, you want to retain the knowledge that you learn when you're in electrical school. It's important, okay? So if you are going to take the step of going to electrical school, theory, like I remember in school, theory, a lot of guys didn't want to learn it. They just wanted to learn like black to black, white to white crap. And that that's not where you're going to benefit from electrical school. Electrical school, you actually benefit from the theory of electricity, the protons, the neutrons, okay, the electrons, okay. You want to I'm not saying you need to know word for word, but you need to grasp the theory that they're teaching, okay, because it will benefit you later on when you troubleshoot. All right, especially when you get into impedance, resistance, amps, Ohm's law. This is everything this is what you need to learn. And if you don't know what that is, that you're going to learn that in probably year one. Okay, year one, you're going to, like, if it's a 2 year course, the first half of year one is going to be theory. Okay, and you definitely want to, if you don't understand it, get with the teacher and go over it more and more. Get it into the point where it's cemented in you. Okay, you need to know those calculations. Okay. So going from like college or even high school, I think that's the best time to go into electrical school, okay? Because you're still in that pattern of learning. You're still absorbing information. It's hard for someone older in their late 20s to all of a sudden have to go back to school if they're not ready for it or if they haven't been reading. And I talked about reading before. If you are planning on going back to electrical school, start reading books, you know, and try to read science books of some sort, nonfiction, things things that'll help you prepare to read something like electrical theory, because electrical theory, it's not like reading a novel. It's just a little different. All right, so I do recommend that to people that are older that are thinking about going back to school. Start practicing up on reading a little bit. All right, it'll help. It'll definitely help. All right. So there's not a whole lot of adjustment going from high school to electrical school. There is adjustments from when you get out of electrical school. I got out of electrical school and I went into residential new construction. It was a commercial setting. We were building 100 homes, so we had 2 day rough, 2 day finishes. Um, and it was a big shock. Um, the trades are, it's a different life form. Okay, and in good and bad. I'm not stating just in bad ways. There's definitely a bad side to the trades. Like if you want to get hooked on drugs, um, if you want to become an alcoholic, okay, and I'm sure this, like, I was in the kitchens when I was in high school. I was a sous chef, and a line cook, and drugs are rampant in that industry too. So the trades are no different, and the trades are kind of getting a bad rap right now because for some reason everyone thinks they can throw the misfits into the trades, and that's the spot for them. And it is there's a side of the trade that's a little rough. The unions have a way of getting rid of that. Okay, like all they gotta do is test you. They get the unions kind of, but what'll happen is the unions throw it into the non-union field. Okay, so the non-union field then absorbs these guys, and we deal with them with whatever way we have to deal with them. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. So if you're coming from electrical school, you're young, you're green, and a lot of times you got a huge ass ego, because you're all filled up from high school. You were the king of the hill, and that was, I think, something that was difficult for me. I think I probably got beat up pretty bad, to get that out of me. Number one reason is because you're a job site. You can kill people. Okay, you can seriously injure a person if you turn the power on by accident, or if you're not 100% on a job site in the beginning, you can seriously hurt someone. So you definitely want to make sure that you're safe. You're following safety. You're listening to. You want to make sure you have a good group of guys. Okay. If you're coming out of electrical school and you fall into a bad company, and there are bad companies, there are companies that cut every corner they can possibly imagine, I would find another company. Try to leave there as gracefully as possible, and start looking for another company. Luckily, I went into a good company in the beginning. Okay, and then after being with the good company, learning new construction, I went on to doing like renovation work, and I fell into some bad companies, and I jumped out of them. And it wasn't until like year two, I found my mentor. Okay, so if you're young enough in this trade, and you aspire to be a master electrician, you definitely want to find a mentor. You want to find someone that's smart as shit. And that's what I would recommend for you. All right, because it'll benefit you. You're only as good as who you learn from. So if you take all that book knowledge and you're studying, get put on new construction, or even commercial, like the commercial electric. Okay, whatever field you want to get into. But if you're new and you're looking to learn this trade correctly, try to find the smartest guy, the wisest electrician out there. Try to be on his hip. And a lot of times you have to earn it. You can't just ask for it. You got to be there early. You got to be on point. Okay, and usually if you find someone that's really smart, or a really good electrician, and you want to apprentice underneath him, okay, don't be a jackass. Okay, don't go in there, give it your all, and sleep good. Don't be partying. This is what you're basically, that's higher education right there as far as the trades are concerned. That's like graduate level. All right, if you want to compare. All right, so only the cream of the crop will get that. So you got to be on point 100%. All right, so yeah, it's definitely rough. It's a humbling experience going from school into the trades. All right, and it can be a little scary. Don't get me wrong. If you're a little scared, it's okay. All right, just go in there, do what they tell you to do, and you'll know, your gut will tell you if this is a reputable company or if these guys are scumbags, okay? And then it's up to you whether you want to stay or you want to go. All right, I hope this helps you. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, God bless, take care, bye-bye.